Guys, Assalamu alaikum. I'm Nabeela from Dhaka Community Medical College. In today's video, I will be telling you an easy way of how to draw the lymphatic drainage of mammary glands or breast. Okay, so first of all, we should know which nodes drain them. So there are two sets. First, those lymphs that drain the parenchyma, including the areola and the nipple, and the second set that drain through the overlying skin, excluding the areola and the nipple. Now, what is meant by parenchyma? So these are, you can just understand like this, that these are basically something like secretory products, like secretory substances like the lactiferous ducts or sinuses. Okay, and the overlying skin, here the lymph they drain in the radial manner, like this, radially. Okay. Now, first of all, let's see about the parenchyma and the areola and the nipple. So the areola and the nipple, these are drained into the lymph from them is drained into the subareolar plexus of Sapi. Then in the parenchyma, 75% drains into the axillary nodes, 20% drains into the parasternal or the internal membrane nodes, accompanying the internal thoracic artery, and they drain the medial and lateral part of the breast. And last is the 5%, which is the posterior intercostal node, which accompanies the posterior intercostal vessels, and they drain the lateral and posterior part of the breast. Okay, so this is for parenchyma. Then comes the overlying skin. From the outer part, they drains into the axillary nodes. From the upper part, they drain the supraclavicular and infraclavicular nodes. Then from the inner part, they drain the parasternal nodes, and from the lower part, they drain the subdiaphragmatic nodes, that is below the diaphragm. Okay. From the inner part, they drain the parasternal nodes, so they are connected with the midline. I can say the lymphatic drainage of the breast, it is connected to the midline. So whenever there is a disease or carcinoma in one breast, it can easily spread into the other breast through this parasternal nodes. Okay, and through the subdiaphragmatic nodes, any disease or infection or carcinoma of the breast can easily spread into the abdominal cavity, or I can say the hepatic nodes or the subperitoneal plexus or the in the ovaries, and they can cause tumor over there. And when they spread into the ovary, it is called as a Krukenberg's tumor. So now we will see how to draw these diagrams. Okay, so first we will see those draining the parenchyma, including the areola and the nipple. So first we will draw the areola and the nipple. Okay, and this will be our breast, and this is the axillary tail of Spence. Okay, so first I will draw the nodes. As we know that the axillary nodes, the axilla lies lateral to the breast, so we will draw the axillary nodes, and these axillary nodes consist of 5 groups: anterior, posterior, lateral, and apical and central. All these anterior, posterior, and lateral, they finally drain to the central group, and this central group, it finally drains into the apical group. So we will draw one anterior group over here and one apical group over here. Okay, I will just name it apical group. This is the anterior group, and these form the axillary nodes. I'm not writing nodes over here. Axillary nodes, which we know is the 75%. Now, medial to the breast lies the sternum, or I can say between the two breasts is present over sternum. So between the sternum and the breast will be the parasternal nodes. Okay, this is our parasternal nodes. Which is obviously 20%. And last is they drain into the intercostal nodes, or I can say posterior intercostal nodes. I'm just writing intercostal nodes, which is obviously 5%. And for the convenience, I can draw over here one intercostal space. Okay, like this. This is what? Intercostal space. Okay, so now we will see the drainage. Okay, so this apical group, it is drained over here like this. The drainage is from the areola and the nipple into the anterior group, and also these groups can like form over here. Then intercostal nodes, then through these parasternal nodes. This is done. Okay, now we will come to the overlying skin. Okay, So first again we will draw the breast, or I guess the mammary gland, areola and the nipple. Okay, above the breast will be the clavicle. Medial to the breast will be the sternum. So I'm drawing the sternum. Okay, here will be the diaphragm. And this is our, here will be the rectus sheath. Okay, just drawing what we know. Above is the clavicle on the right side, or I can say medially will be the sternum. Below the sternum will be the rectus sheath and linea alba, as we know this concept. And here I will draw the liver. My liver is not very much good over here, so just please adjust somewhat. Okay, so I'll draw the group, outer group, lower group, inner part. Okay, this is my supraclavicular nodes, this is my infraclavicular. I will just write the name over here, supraclavicular. This is the infraclavicular. Here will be, obviously what here lies lateral to the breast is the axilla. So these will be the axillary nodes. Between the sternum and the breast will be the parasternal nodes. Parasternal nodes. Okay, below the liver will be the hepatic nodes. Hepatic node. Now let's see the drainage. It will drain into the supraclavicular and infraclavicular. Okay, then we are not taking areola and the nipple, as we know in the overlying skin areola and the nipple is excluded. Okay, so just the remaining side parts like this, and here we'll take like this, it will be from over here. Okay, okay, then these are the drainage system I told you. One is the over here lies subperitoneal plexus of Sapi. Okay, which we should know. Sorry, not subperitoneal plexus of Sapi, it is just subperitoneal plexus. It is formed in the rectus sheath by piercing the linea alba. Okay, it also drains into the subdiaphragmatic and hepatic nodes, we can say. And also these are connected to the ovary, since obviously it's something female thing, so there will be ovary. This is the ovary. So I draw this over here in the parasternal nodes to show that these breasts obviously are connected. The lymphatic drainage of the breast is connected in the midline. So whenever there is a disease in one breast, it will definitely, it can easily go through the other breast and cause a bilateral disease, or I can say whenever there is a carcinoma, tumor, or an infection such that. Then whenever there is the superficial lymph nodes of the mammary gland, or I can say the breast, whenever they are filled with some fluid and they become edematous due to obstruction of the superficial lymph vessels, so we can say that there is the breast becomes stiff like that of the orange, and this problem is called as the PUD orange of the breast. Okay, so that's it. Hope you like it. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you.